Hello everyone, this is Lakshmi Prasanna. Today I am going to explain about fixed point multiplication. On completion of this period, we will be able to know what is meant by fixed point multiplication and how you can perform the multiplication of the two numbers. The last class we learned about fixed point addition, subtraction of two numbers. So in normally we can do the fixed point addition and then subtraction of the two numbers. Generally, decimal numbers we can do 5 plus 4, 9, 5 minus 4, 1. So like that, fixed point addition and then subtraction. So that is the in general manually we can do the operation like that. But how the system will do is nothing but uh, before going to perform the addition of the two numbers, it can do the XOR operation to compare the sign of the two numbers. So based on that, it can do the fixed point addition or subtraction of the two numbers. So in the last class, we already discussed these two topics: how you can do the fixed point addition of the two numbers and then subtraction of the two numbers. And then now here multiplication of the two numbers. So in generally, how you can perform the multiplication of the two numbers? For example, see this one, 9 into 11. So we will get the 99. This is the manual way of performing the multiplication of the two numbers. So 9 into 11 are generally this is the multiplicand, 9 is the multiplicand, and then 11 is the multiplier, and then 11 nines are 99. Like this, we can do the manual multiplication of the two numbers. So, but here the system, how the system can perform the multiplication of the two numbers. Multiplication of two fixed point binary numbers in assigned magnitude representation is done by a process of successive addition and shift operations. So in generally just we can 11 nines are 99, 5 fours are 20. Like this we can perform the manual multiplication. So by but the system can do like this, it can multiplication of the two fixed point binary numbers is nothing but it's a process of successive addition and then shift operations. So initially, before perform the successive addition and then shift operations, initially the multi in manual and then system also have the multiplicand and the multiplier in the multiplication operation. So here the multiplicand was placed in the one register, that is nothing but B, and the multiplier was placed in the Q register, and the sum of A and B forms a partial product which is transferred to the EA register, and then both the partial product and then multiplier are shifted to the right. See this example here. Just I just taken the 9 is the multiplicand and then 11 is the multiplier. Here SCE is nothing but uh, sequential count. So means that number of clock pulses are needed to perform this multiplication operation, and then Qn is nothing but coefficient. So initially uh, our operation is nothing but like this. Nine, this is the 9, 9 binary representation is nothing but this, like this 1001 into 11 is nothing but can be represented as 1011, and the initial partial product is nothing but taken it as the 0000. Initial partial product is nothing but, so before going to perform any multiplication operation, so initially nothing can be done, nothing can be start. So before that, 0, the register can be set to the 0, 0000, and then qn is nothing but set to 1011. So like this we have to set each and every one. In the next words we see it clearly, you can see it clearly. So initial partial product is like that, and then if the this is the qn value 1011. So if it is qn is equal to 1, we can perform the addition of the a plus b, and then shift the result here towards the right. So if it is 0, then we can simply shift the EA register towards the right. So until we can perform this operation until SC set to the 0. So once SC was set to 0, then we can stop our operations, and then whatever the final result is nothing but what are the final product of the 1001, that is nothing but 9, and then 1011 is nothing but 11. So the whatever the result, so that can be, this is the result 0 11 0 00 11. This was the result, so this can be stored in this uh, B register. So in the above example, we can observe the following. Initial partial product is set to the 0000. This is nothing but 1011, where here the product is initially set to the 0, and then this is the multiplier, and then sequence counter is why it is should be set to the 4 itself. In this example is nothing but what are the number of bits of the multiplier is nothing but that can be set to the 4, counter 4. It is equal to the sc is equal to the number of bits of the multiplier, and 0000 is assumed to be present in register A, and multiplier 1011 in register Q, and multiplicand 1001 in register B. Now the last bit QN, I told you before. See here, uh, this is the initial partial product 0000 and 1011. This is the QN bit. Here QN bit is nothing but 1. So if the QN is 1, add A and then B. Then this is the result. So this can be shifted towards right. So this one can be goes on, and then this one is here, this 0 is here, and then this one is here, this one is here, and then 001, and then place the 0. Shift operation, right shift operation if qn equal to 1, and then this is the b. So once again this is the result. So to this result, once again we have to add the this peak value. So here double one double zero 9 value. So once again to this result, once again we have to add the b. 9 value can be added a to the b, and then we'll get the double one zero one, and then double one, zero one. Once again qn equal to 1. Once again we have to perform the shift operation. So once it is 0, then if it is 1, we have to add A and B, and then whatever the result we get, perform the shift right operation. Now this one is nothing but 0. So means that we have to perform only the shift operation itself. 0 goes on and then triple zeros, and then this 0 comes here, and the double one, 0 0, like this. Now here once again the SC can be decrement 1. Here this is the Q1 1. So add the, it perform the addition operation. So add B to the A, and then we get the result. So once again perform the shift up. Like this we can perform the multiplication. So that only I told here. Here this one, this point. Now the last bit Qn is check. I'm explaining one by one how you can perform the. That is a simple example here, not explained clearly here. Just whatever the operations are included in the multiplication operation, I told here simply. So one by one steps we'll see here. Initial partial product is set to first point. So these are the steps to perform the multiplication of the two numbers. So initially take one example first. So two numbers, take the two numbers, and then here my two numbers are the 9 and then 11. Multiplicand is nothing but 9, multiplier is nothing but 11. So now the two bits are ready to perform the two numbers are ready to perform the multiplication operation. So before that, our steps are the initial partial product is set to the double zero double zero 10 11. So here where 1011 is nothing but multiplier, whatever the number I told in this example, and sequence counter is nothing but set to the 4 here. Why? Because it's nothing but the number of bits of the multiplier. So if the multiplier bits are the 5, then it can be set to the 5. If the multiplier bits are 6, then it can be set to the 6. And double zero is assumed to be present in register A. It means that so A and then B. So after the operation is over, result will be again placed into the register A itself. For that reason, I told this. So nothing result is there initially. We can assume it as the zero. Partial product is nothing but zero initially, and multiplier 1011 in register Q, and multiplicand was present in register B. That is nothing multiplicand and it is multiplier. So 1001 in register B. So now all the whatever the numbers are there, so already all the numbers can be placed in the corresponding registers. So now the system was ready to perform the operation. So before going to perform the operation, I told you first itself, uh, the multiplication is nothing but it's a process of successive add and then shift operations. So to perform the add based on which it can perform the successive additions and then shift operations. So for that reason, this is the point. So now the last bit Qn is checked. So if I in the third and then first, second and uh, steps. So we store the corresponding numbers in the corresponding registers. So qn holds the this one 1011. So if Qn equal to 1, then B is added to the register A. Register A is nothing but initially it is a partial product. So and then AQ is right shifted. So B is nothing but what? This one. This one. 1001. Multiplicand. So zero initially it's a all zeros, double zero, double zero. So to this double zero double zero add b. B is nothing but 1001. So we will get the 1001, 1001. So then after AQ is shifted right, and then if qn equal to 0, then aq is right shifted simply, and then sc is reduced by 1. So once qn is a 0, then we can simply shift the aq towards right, and then decrement the sequential counter by 1. Here these steps can be repeated until SC becomes 0. So here these steps can be repeated until 4 is over. So once 4 times these steps are repeated, so once it will be SC becomes 0, then can starts the process, and then checks whatever the result contains in the AQ registers, that is nothing but final product. So the above multiplication may clearly be written as, see here, same example I am clearly explaining here. Take the B value. Whatever the steps I told you in this multiplication operation, just simply followed it. So in the B, I store the 1001, and then in the Q is set to 1011, and SC is nothing but 4, means that the number of bits in the multiplier. So see this one, SC means that sequential counter, and then whatever the action we have to do, and then E is nothing but carrying bit, and A is nothing but partial product, Q is nothing but multiplier, and then Qn. Here this was initially set, and then check the qn bit. So here qn is nothing but 1. So here if the qn is 1 according to the fourth step, so we have to add the b. B is nothing but 1001. So this can be added to this a. So we will get the 1001, 1011, and then 1. Here we have to perform the shift right operation of EAQ. So this will goes here. So means this one comes here 1, and then this is 0, and this is 1, and this one comes here, double zeros comes here, and this one here, and this is 0 comes here. Once again this was set to the 0. Then decrement the SC by 3. So now the value Qn is nothing but 1. This is 1. So if the Qn is 1, then add B to the A. So this is the A result. So 0 1 double 0. So to this one we have to add this 9, means that B value. So 0 plus 1 1, 0 plus 0 0, 1 plus 0 1, 0 plus 1 1. So this is the result of addition of A plus B. So double 1 0 1, and Q holds 1 1 0 1. This is the 1. So this is the result. So we have to perform the shift right of the EAQ. So this is the result. This one shift right operation. So 0 here, and this will goes on. 0 comes here, and then 1 comes here, and then 1, and then this is the 1. This 0 double 1, this 0 comes here. Once again this was set to the 0. So here this is the result after the shift right operation. Now we have to decrement the SC by 1. So initially before 3, so becomes as 2. And then here check the Qn bit. Qn bit is nothing but 0. So if it is 0, we have to perform the shift right operation of EAQ. Here before this one, so triple one, this 0 comes here, shift right of EAQ. This 0 goes on, and then triple one, and then 0 comes here, double one, 0. This 0 comes here. Once again, this was set to the 0. So this was the result of the shift right of EAQ. So now Qn is nothing but here 1. So if it is 1, before this one, decrement the SC. So SC is nothing but 1. Qn is nothing but 1. So if it is 1, we have to add B to the A. So this is the result of the A double 0 1 1. So to this one we have to add the 9 1 double 0 1, and then we will get the result 1 plus 1 0, 1 plus 0 0. So sorry, 1 plus 1 0, sum is the 0 carries the 1, and 1 plus 1 sum is the 0 carries the 1. So 0 plus 1 is nothing but sum is the 1 carries 0, 0 plus 1 1, and this is 0. This is the result of the A plus B, and then this is the Q, 0 1 1 1, and perform the shift right operation. So this one goes on. So double one, this 0, this 0, and then this 0 here, and then double 1, and this 0 comes here, and then Qn is nothing but 1. Decrement the SC. So before 1, so now it becomes as the 0. So once if it is 0 is nothing but we have to stop our process. So result is nothing but whatever the AQ result, that is nothing but final result of these two, 9 and then 99. So here this is the result of the 99. Just you check it, 2 power 0, 2 power 1, 2, uh, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, 2 power 5, and then 2 power 6. So we will get the result 99. So how you can decide the sign of the product? So this one I told you only, this is the example. I told how you can perform the multiplication of the two numbers. Then how you can give the sign to the result. So whatever the registers hold the value, AQ registers hold the value, that only the result of the uh, final product. But how you can give the sign bit to the result is nothing but, see here, sign of the multiplicand BS plus sign of the multiplier QS plus, both are this plus and then plus, sign of the product you will get the plus. If sign of the multiplicand plus positive number and sign of the multiplier is negative, then finally we'll get the sign of the product is nothing but negative. Sign of the multiplicand is nothing but minus, and sign of the multiplier is nothing but positive, plus, so minus into plus minus, so sign of the final product is nothing but minus. Sign of the multiplicand is nothing but minus. Sign of the multiplier is nothing but minus. So minus into minus plus. So like this, we can give the sign to the final product. So in signed magnitude representation, positive is shown by 1 and then negative is shown by 0. So hence we can infer the sign of the product as, so by using XOR operation, by using XOR operation we'll decide it. So if it is, I told you earlier classes itself, the addition of the two numbers and then multiple subtraction of the two numbers. So the same way we can decide the sign of the product here also. So multiplication, if both are same, sign is the 0. If both signs are different, sign is the 1. Sign bit is nothing but 1. Both are same. 0 0 is nothing but 0. 1 1 is nothing but 1, 0. And 0 1 is nothing but 1. 1 and 0 is nothing but 1. So like this, we'll decide the sign bit of the final product. So this is the flowchart for the multiply operation. So hardware components like this implements the flowchart multiply operation. So before going to the multiply operation, the multiplicand and then multiplier should be placed in the registers BR and then QR here. And then before going to the perform the multiplication operation, so compare both the sign bits of the multiplier and then multiplicand. So if both are QS, X are nothing but BS, and then that result, the final result was once again placed into the A na, so only the sign bit was placed into the AS, and then QS XOR operation, yes, that is nothing but QS. And then initially the partial product is set to the 0, and then carry is nothing but a 0. I told you in the example also, with this one is 0, and then a is nothing but 0 partial product. This is the qn bit. And then SC is why it is nothing but n minus 1 bits is nothing but, I told you SC should be set to the multiplier bits, equal number of multiplier bits. So multiplier holds the uh, bits along with the sign bit. So only if the multiplier bits are the 5 means along with the sign, one bit is nothing but sign bit, the remaining bits are the magnitude bits. So for that purpose, SC should be set to the n minus 1. I think you understand it. Each and every number can be stored in the register along with the sign bit. So if the register holds the 5 bits is nothing but, one is nothing, first initial bit is nothing but sign bit, and then remaining bits are the magnitude bits. So I told you SC was set to the multiplier bits, number of multiplier bits. SC is nothing but equal, is it was set to the equal number of bits of the multiplier. So the multiplier sign bit is also included. So for that one we have to set it to the n minus 1 bits. So it holds the 5 bits is nothing but along with the sign. So for that one 5 minus 1 it is nothing but 4, like that. And once uh, registers holds the once this is nothing but storing the, placing the, or placing the multiplicand and then multiplier in the corresponding registers. So once the numbers operands data was present, then it was ready to perform the operation. So before going to perform, we have to do the comparison of the sign bits of these two. So once this is over, we have to do the initialization of all the registers. So initialize A with the initialization 0, E with the initialization 0, S with initialization of n minus 1 bits. So this is second bit. So initialization is also over. Then after, you have to do the successive addition and then shift operations to do the multiply operation. So check the qn. Qn is 1. Qn is 1 is nothing but we have to add a. So this is nothing but 0. So I have to add to the 0 B, B value. So final result can be placed into the E. Then after you have to perform the shift right operation of EAQ registers. So once this is over, you have to do the decrement of the sequential counter register. So if once every time, if S is equal to 0, then we have to end the production of the product of the AQ registers. So final result is nothing but AS is nothing but sign bit, and then AQ is nothing but final result, final product of the two numbers. If it is not 0, then once again goes to here. Qn equal to 1 or Qn equal to 0. So if Qn equal to 0, then directly we have to perform the shift right operation of EAQ, and then simply we have to do the decrementation of the sequential counter. Then after, once again we have to check whether it is 0 or not. If it is 0, end the process. If it is not 0, once again goes to the uh, this one. Here, these processes are can repeated until sequential counter becomes 0. For example, if it is 4, so 4 times this whole thing can be repeated. So if it is 5, 5 times can be repeated. If it is n, n times can be repeated this process. Here, see this one, multiplication can be performed by successive add and shift operations. And the conclusion, so what is nothing but multiplication is nothing but this can be performed by successive add and then shift operations. Also, the sign of the result is XOR of the operands sign bits. So depending on these rules, the flowchart represents the multiply operation of two fixed point numbers. So here in flowchart one, this explanation. So the assumptions for operand registers are register AR is AS dot A is nothing but where means AR I there is AR is there, BR is there. So what is nothing but is nothing but for that explanation. So the assumptions for operand registers are register AR is nothing but AS dot A. So where AS stores the sign bit and A stores n bit magnitude A1 to the AM, and register BR is BS dot B. So where BS stores the sign bit and B stores n bit magnitude. So that is nothing but B1 to Bn, and register QR is QS dot Q. So where QS stores the sign bit and Q stores n bit magnitude. Also BR stores multiplicand and QR stores multiplier before multiplication. So I hope you understand very well. So this is a simple flow chart for multiplication of the two numbers. Once again, I will give the summary of the multiplication operation. So how the system can do the uh, multiplication operation. So only four things we have to remember. First, you have to store the corresponding operands in the corresponding registers. So once the storing is over, then you have to do the comparison of the sign bits of the two operands. Then it is over. Then we have to do the initialization of the corresponding registers, and then we have to initialize the sequential counter also. Sequential counter is nothing but it is the it is equal to the number of bits of the multiplier. So remember one thing, the multiplier holds the 5 bits is nothing but it's not the magnitude bits, so it includes the sign bit also. For that reason we have to initialize it with the n minus 1 bits. So then initialization is over, goes to here qn. Qn bit, you have to check the Qn bit. So if it is 1, so we have to perform the addition of the A plus B, and then after we have to perform the shift right operation of EAQ, and then after we have to decrement the SC minus 1. So and then every time we have to check whether the sequential counter reaches the 0 or not. If it is reaches the 0, that is the So whatever the result present in the AQ register, that is the final product. So otherwise, once again we have to check the whatever the QN bit. So if it is a 0, then simply we have to perform the shift right operation and then decrement the SC. And once again you have to check whether the sequential counter reaches the 0 or not. So this process, shifting operation and then addition operation, can be performed successively until the SC becomes 0. So once it is reaches the 0, so the final result of the product was present in the AQ registers. So this is the summary of the multiplication fixed point multiplication. So how you can give this sign to the final product is nothing but, so based on this we can give the sign to the final result. So if both the operands have the same sign, give the same sign. So if it is different, means, so based on that, plus into minus, minus, minus into plus, minus. So like this we will get the sign of the final product. So this is a explanation about multiplication of the two fixed point numbers. So if you can remember the steps, then you can perform the operation very easily, and then you can understand the flowchart of the multiplication, fixed point multiplication very easy. You just understand these steps. So if you understand the flow chart actually, so we can do this process easily. So if you forgot that flow chart, so there it was confused. So only if you remember the flow chart correctly, then we can easily can do this multiplication operation. Thank you.